Hey friends! I wanted to get on here and quickly share my experience the other day hiking Timpanogos. Um, that included my practice of faith and prayer, and it had to do with the weather forecast. So I'll try to make it fast. I'm not the fastest storyteller. Um, so before the hike, we were all excited. We had the date planned and everything for so long. And we had pushed it off 1 week from the date that we planned all summer long. And the weather was forecasted just the night before to have a monsoon, like starting at 1 o'clock p.m. And so I quickly called my friend Nate, who was going to hike with me, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I didn't call her, I texted her, but I was like, we can't go. Look at this forecast. And she's like, what? Of course we can. So I decided to be super firm in my faith. And so I went and said a prayer, and I asked God to make it so that it wouldn't rain on us our entire hike, and to push that rain off. And I visualized, us like hiking all the way down the trail with no rain, and then getting in the car, and then the rain starting. So that was like in my mind the whole time that we hiked. So we went up, we got on the trailhead starting at 5 o'clock a.m. Because it is a 15-mile hike. And so we started getting up there, and when it got close to, it was like maybe 10 o'clock, and we were checking the weather every time we could get bars, checking the weather, and then we would see, when we first got reception and saw the weather, it had moved to 2 o'clock from 1 o'clock. And so we were really excited about that little advancement. So kept hiking. And at that point, we knew if it really rained at 2, we would be hiking in the rain on the way back down at the rate that we were going. But so we got to the top, got bars up there, checked the weather again, and it was pushed back to 3. So we really celebrated about that, and we were super excited. So as we were making our descent and having a great hike, we decided to put our hammocks up, because we had taken them, we'd carried the weight, and so we were like, we have to use these. I don't care if we're in a hurry or to get down or not. So we did our hammocks for like 5 minutes, and then looked at the time again, and I think it was 2 at that time, and so we were like, it was forecasted for 3, and we had at least 3 hours down from that point. So we were like, we better pack up our hammocks. We don't really want to be stuck on this mountain. So we packed everything up, started heading back down again, and of course I had my knee excruciating pain, but that's another story. The prayers didn't work for that, but that's okay, because sometimes God wants us to learn in different ways. And so 3 o'clock comes and goes, 3:30 comes and goes, and in fact it took us all the way till 5 to get down the mountain, and we never saw rain. So it was forecasted like 60%. We saw it in the distance. There was a big huge storm cloud, and there was lightning coming, hitting. Well, I guess we saw like 1 strike of lightning, but it was far in the distance, so we didn't really have concerns, and just kept hiking, enjoying our beautiful, perfect weather. It was like bright. It was like total blue skies above us, and we got down to the car finally, and started driving through Alpine, and about 20 minutes into our drive, it started raining. It was like the best feeling ever to have seen exactly what I visualized, and I'm just so grateful to God for helping me see the fruits of my faith and my prayer, and I love that. And hopefully, if you guys have any